I just want to start out with, this is going to be a very unrealistic, ambitious November hopes reading. Send help. Hello, peeps. I have decided that I am not a TBR person. I can't set them because then I feel bad when I betray them, and I'm a big TBR betrayer. However, I do want to share the books that I hope to read this month, so I'm just gonna call it my November reading hopes. And I'm sorry for the glare in my glasses, but it's that kind of day. So I just want to quickly go through the books that I'd really love to read this month, but sometimes life happens. What I'm gonna start with, because I already technically read it, it's like the 11th of November already, so this is kind of a cheat, but the Wayward Children series. So that's Every Heart a Doorway, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and the upcoming in January, Beneath the Sugar Sky. I wrote a lengthier post on my WordPress about this series, and I broke it down by each book and like the overall experience, and I've written reviews on Goodreads. All of those will be listed below. But these three, I needed like a kickoff to November that was going to really positively start my reading, and this by far was it. So if you're in any kind of slump or feel like I don't know what the heck to read, they're all short, they're so enjoyable, I highly recommend it. The next book I hope to read and have already started is Reading People by Anne Bogle. Look at this pretty side. I love like the feeling and texture of this book, but it's about personality, and I'm a little bit biased, but I really like personality. So I'm really excited to read this one and tell y'all what I think. The next book I'm reading is Sour Heart, and I'm doing a buddy read with Jenna Reads Books from Instagram, and I'm super excited because we both won a giveaway from Pure Wow Book Club, and this was one of the books in it, and so we've been meaning to read it for a really long time, but life, this is the month where it's gonna happen. The next book I hope to read, I picked up from the little ARC bin that I always tell you all about from Pegasus Books, and it is The Line Becomes a River. And I hadn't heard about this until I saw it in that bin, and I'm actually really intrigued, and I'm excited to tell you all what I thought. This was also my favorite picture I took with a book this month. It's on my Instagram, but I just thought I'd tell you because I'm allowed to like them too. The next book I really want to read, and almost like have to read before I lose my love for something for him, is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I really like John Green's books, and I've heard a lot of really great things about this one. And I'm hoping that those things weren't biased. I'm trying to go in with an open mind. I know that there is a lot of talk of anxiety in this book, which your girl can get down with. So I'm really excited for this one. And will be completely transparent about how I feel about it, because there's been a few John Green reads where I've been like, I could do without you. The next must read I just received in the mail, and it was wrapped in the cutest way ever, and I'm shook about it, is The End We Start From. Let me just give you a nice little gleam of that beautifulness. I've heard from a lot of people that this is like a perfect one sitting read, which I desperately need because they're just nice to have in between really long reads. And I'll explain. No, I'm gonna explain it now. The reason I have so many books for November is because there's a lot of different times off in November. Like there's half of Thanksgiving week. We've already had some time off from now, like prior to this. And I just feel like, why not push myself to try to read more? That's what I'm gonna do. And all these books are gonna be a part of it. The next one I'm I'm excited about all of them. I'm just gonna blanket statement, I'm excited about all of them, but is the Tuscan Child. And I received this from Little Bird Publicity and was so excited. It's kind of a longer one, but like I said, that's why there's some of the shorter one sitting reads to like keep me going. But and I love the colors of it. I just took a picture of this yesterday, so it will be up soon, I'm sure. This next one I've had for a little bit and I just haven't gotten to it yet, and I really want to, and it is Brokenly Live On. I'm like in love with this cover. It's so pretty. And I feel like this is one of my books this month that is gonna hit me in the feels. So we'll see, but I'll let you know when I read it. And lastly but not least is Women Within. I've been really excited for this book. I got this from Book Sparks for part of the Fall Reading Challenge, and I just think it's gonna be, it's something I'm looking for. I'll let you know what I think, and you should read it too. Its week on the Fall Reading Challenge was actually last week, the November 6th week, but Fall Reading Challenge is all of fall, so don't be discouraged. Read it. Woo! I'm sorry, that was a lot, and I know it, and I'm sorry. But I really want to read a lot more this month. October really didn't go well, and I need something to pick me back up, and I think that November is going to be it. And if it's not, then I need to start eating candy again, which I'm currently not doing, but I will if this doesn't work. So those are all my November hopes books. And it's not a set TBR. I can change them, I can bump them to next month, I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to. Please let me know if you have any of these books on your hopes list, or if you've already read any of them. I'm intrigued to know. And just as a little tidbit of things that are new, I have started a WordPress, which I will link down below, and I wanted it to be something separate from like my Goodreads reviews. So I do talk about books on it, but there's other content within it. It's mostly like my thoughts and reflections and things like that from different types of reading, and it's not just like straight up reviews. I'm also hoping to put more of just like my writing into it. That's something I've definitely been getting more into, and I'm trying to pick up more like freelance options. So we'll see, because there should be some exciting stuff coming up that I will share with you, of course. I guess that's it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.